Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining me for another craft night with friends. We are going to finish my mandala tea towel tonight. So we have a little bit more stitching to do, and then we will take off our sulky stick and stitch, that embroidery stabilizer that we printed on for the pattern. We'll be taking it off, so I'll show you how we go about doing that, and then I'm going to press it dry as well at the same time. So thanks again for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. All right, let's get going tonight, you guys. All right, here we are. I'm going to zoom on down. Alrighty, so this is where we left off last night. We are so close. So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little outer border bits here. So you can see those. We have 4 more to go, and then we are done. And I'm going to take off this embroidery stabilizer. So you can kind of see it's this little film that goes around the outside. We will be taking that completely off. So we'll be done with this. And we'll press it. It's gonna be done. So a nice finished project. It's about time. This project has been hanging out here for over a year, and I'm finally done. Not quite, but we're getting there. All right, I cut a little bit longer piece than usual. I think that's just, I'm getting a little greedy. Usually I just do about 24 inches. This is maybe 30 inches or so. Oh, I can still pull the threads out. That's good. When it gets so long that I can't pull the threads out anymore, then I know I've gone super overboard. All right, there we go. Run my hand through there. All right, let's gather these 3 strands. I'm stitching with 3 strands again tonight. And we'll be doing the blanket stitch and the back stitch to finish this up. Let's get our smellies out. What smell are we using tonight here? So ooh, that's that fresh sun-kissed peony, I think. Or sun-kissed linen. Still like thinking about names for that one, and I wonder what my brother has named this. I have to find out again. But I'm testing out my brother's thread conditioners here, and they smell so good. Oh, Gretchen, that's a good question. Gretchen's asking, do you all ever look at a project and decide to stitch your favorite part first, or save it for last? I almost always stitch my favorite part first. Almost always. Because in theory, that's the part that got me excited about the project in the first place. So that's the thing that I want to stitch first. Alright, we're going to start right here. So I'm going to weave in the end right here. 4 more of these little outer kind of petals, then we'll be done. And I don't think that took us forever to do the 4 petals last night, so I think we'll have plenty of time. We'll do this and then take off that stick and stitch. And tomorrow we get to stitch the flowers, so I'm super excited for tomorrow. We'll start off by finishing up the zinnias here. The gladiolas are already done. I like how those turned out, but the zinnia I have to finish, and then I have the coral bells and the poppies and the lily yet. And the lily, I'm going to need a little bit help on with the colors, so we'll probably do a few tests on that one, and then I'll take out the stitches and we'll decide what color we like the best, and then that will be the color for the pattern. So I'm going to need help with that. Over the next few days here. Alright, starting with the blanket stitch for the evening. And we are just going to chill out here for the night again. Gretchen says that they'll make a cute walk grouping. I think that's a typo. Or I don't know what you're saying. Oh, wall. Okay. Usually I can guess typos, but for some reason I couldn't guess that. So cute wall grouping for the kitchen. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, the size is really nice. They're just in those little 4-inch hoops, which I love. Yeah, so that'll be fun. A nice switch. Some embroideries that we can get done nice and quick compared to this embroidery that has taken me over a year to do. Over a year just because I've been not working on it, basically. Um, so I think, what did we kind of figure? That this is probably the 9th session, and with like them being like hour-long sessions or so. Even though I did kind of putz around in the first couple sessions, because not putz around, but we did some more demos on how to do the stitches and stuff, and now I'm just kind of trying to crank it out. So the 8th or 9th hour or so working on this, and that's kind of the way of embroidery. But if I was working on a cross stitch, for example, that was this big, and I was getting to be in the finishing stage of something this big, I would be at like the 40-hour mark or something for sure. Cross stitch has so much more surface area to cover. Oh, Gretchen said I saw a new decor where folks put pictures in cabinet fronts. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I feel like that feels like it'd be like an old tradition. I feel like a lot of that stuff is coming back again, which is kind of fun. I kind of took the evening off tonight, which is unusual for me. I spent, or the late afternoon, I suppose, I spent like at least a good hour transplanting my orchids, and I know I talked about that a little bit last night. I got a new orchid last weekend, a little teeny tiny itsy bitsy baby one, or just a very small breed of one, and I took it out of the store container, because a lot of times with orchids, they plant them in like I think they call it a plug. It's just like this little foam cube or whatever, and a lot of times the roots are overgrown in it and that sort of thing. So I took it out of that, meaning I had to like pry away all this stuff from the actual roots, and then I replanted it in like a bark, just because that's what I like, an orchid bark. And I didn't actually have a ton of it, so I put some stones at the bottom of the container, and then put a little bit of the orchid bark on, and try to put it like around the roots and stuff. So that's how I did it. No, not a special soil. I just used like bark that was okay for orchids. That's what some of my other orchids are in. And there's another method where you have like those little kind of terracotta balls, and they kind of grow around those. And I kind of wanted to try that, but orchids theoretically, this is all theory, right? Orchids theoretically, theory to me, because I've not tested it out with zillions of orchids, but from all the TikTok and YouTube people on orchids that I follow, orchids tend to like to be replanted in a similar medium to what they were in. So I had a couple in the bark, so I upgraded all the orchids. So the big orchid went into a bigger pot, and the medium orchid went into the pot that the big one was in, and then I have a little smaller one that I put in like a little bit bigger pot, and then the store-bought one well, they're all store-bought, but the newest one I just put in a little bit bigger pot, so they all have a little bit more room to grow. But man, the root systems on those big ones were crazy. I think they were working a little too hard. I might have had some of them in water a little bit too much, like water at the bottom of the thing. So now, the way I have it, I'll just soak them like once a week for several minutes. Just let them be in the water, and I think that's what I'll do to water them now. Anyway, that was relaxing, and I hope they do well. I just moved them a little while ago to the sun, and I started watering them a little bit different. I just moved them out of basically where they were. Kind of put them together with like water at the bottom so they stay kind of humid and that sort of thing. And they've grown tons of more roots and more leaves since then, and really look like they're getting a whole lot healthier. I was gonna kind of travel with this. Oh, well, I suppose I still could. Let's go here, and I'll shimmy sham through all these backs of the stitches to the next spot, and I think we'll have enough with this floss yet. There we are. All right, let's start the next one. So that's one down. We got 3 more to go tonight before we take the stick and stitch off. Anyway, they're doing so much better, and now I think some of them need that little bigger pot. So I did my transplanting while they looked a little healthy, so I hope I didn't hurt them, and I hope the new way of watering them, they'll be happy still. And hopefully they grow more flowers soon. So they've been kind of without flowers for a couple years, but that happened before, and then they had flowers forever again. And they're just, since they're seeming so healthy, I'm hoping that they grow their little stalks and flowers again. But the store-bought one that I just bought, they're all store-bought, like I said, but the new one, obviously comes with all the flowers on, and that one looks so nice. So I'm hoping those flowers tell the other plants to get cracking, and then they'll get their flowers too. But I got a white one. All my other ones are pink. But I'm excited. That just felt like a nice accomplishment today. It's kind of like this, where I'm at the stage where I'm almost done. It just needs a little tiny bit of doing, and then it'll be done. So that's how my orchids felt today too. I just want a house full of them. That'd be so fun. Just have a chair somewhere, and it just fill the room with orchids, and have it be humid and nice and smell good, and then read a book. That sounds like a good room. Oh, you have an aloe that you really need to stop abusing. I got one of those too, so I have a really cute container, but it doesn't have any drainage in. I have the aloe plants in those, and they're hanging on, but I know I can do better with that. It's a really cool container, but I gotta, I don't know, I'd probably just drill holes in it. Ugh, I won't have a base container for it though. I should just get a bunch of little cups with holes in, and plant them in that instead, and so there's some drainage. My mom and my grandma, my grandma's really good at growing plants, and So is my mom. And she is their house is super duper sunny, so they have a lot of great sun for their plants too. I think I moved mine to a little bit better place, but now it's getting darker sooner and all that too, but I don't know, maybe that little strain of it not having so much darkness, maybe that'll help, maybe that'll like prompt the orchids to grow some flowers. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, definitely have enough floss with this one, but I won't have much floss left to do anything else with it. Like go all the way over here and do the next bloop. So we will get that other piece of floss and then that will be it. During like lockdown, we bought some, ordered some new pots online, and we transplanted our big jade plant and a few other little things, and that felt good. Just getting all our plants in a bigger pot that hopefully they feel a little bit better in. Okay, there's that one. I like how it looks like little eyelashes on the back here. That's kind of fun. Alright, so this, I do have a lot of floss here yet, but I know I'm not going to have enough to really finish what I need to with the next, like, border petal thing. So I'm just going to start my next floss. I know I'm going to need it, so I'm just going to do it now. Alright, here we are. Let's run some smellies over it. I keep choosing the same one. Let's do a different one. What's this one? Oh, this is the cookies one. The snickerdoodle cookies. Alright. Lost my needle there for a sec. Okay, let's weave in the end here. We're just close to the next one. Oops, sorry there, guys. Second to last border petal. I kind of want to do a whole pile of embroideries on orchids. We'll see. If my old orchids start blooming again, then you might see some orchid patterns coming out. It's just relaxing to stitch after a long day. We are almost moved out of our warehouse. But dang, have any of you guys used like a U-Haul van or any of that soon or lately? That is just the messiest, stupidest process. Like, they can't guarantee having a truck until like 2 days before, and then you like, we have a truck booked, but we're gonna have to drive um 75 miles to go pick up the dang truck, and then 75 miles back, and then like our actual trip, which is gonna be, like 300 miles or so. It's just ridiculous that you have to drive. Like, they can't tell you if they have one, and then you have to drive 75 miles to get it. It is the biggest joke ever. It's the poorest customer service. Not even customer service. It's the worst user experience. Let's call it that. The worst user experience. The booking process, or the getting a truck process, that I've seen in a long time. I mean, the customer service on the phone, they're just fine, but it's how their whole entire system works. I feel bad for the customer service people who have to deal with it every day. Like, just people probably being shocked at, okay, you're gonna make me drive 70 miles to go get my truck and then bring it back those 70 miles too? Oh, you usually use the Home Depot trucks. We need a really big truck. We're getting like a 20-foot truck or something. We got the rest of our pallets to move. But sheesh, what the heck? They can't come up with a little bit better process. What they say is oh, well, everyone's moving out of the city. No one's moving into the city, so that's why there's no trucks in the city. That's how it's managed. I don't know. Anyway. That was the internal drama of the day, figuring that out. But it was just shocking, the stupidness of it all. But I have all my stuff here now, back at the house, and it's feeling great, and getting organized, and it's been fun packing up your orders here again, and it's just a bit more relaxing, I think. I guess the really only thing that makes it more relaxing is that I don't have to commute. Because it was nice going there. But this will be nice too. Ooh, you bought a $4 grow light bulb at Walmart and put it in a desk lamp. Oh! Then you turn them on at night and they have bloomed tons more. Oh, that is a great idea. So your orchids, or I think I missed what plants, but that's a good idea. I do have a lamp right there, near them. Actually, you know what? Oh, maybe I should do that in my basement, because I have a bunch of stuff. Oh, it helps in Alaska too. Oh, that makes sense. I have, I was thinking the other day, I would love to have a little plant, in the basement studio with me, but I'm like, that ain't gonna work. Oh, for your orchids. Oh, okay, so it's pitch black down in the basement. But yeah, if I had a little lamp on it at night, and then turn it off when I went down there in the morning, or have it on a timer or something, ooh, maybe I'll do that. It would be so nice to have a little plant down there. Ugh, okay, I think I need to do that. Put another little orchid family down there. I don't know why I like those orchids so much. They're just so beautiful, and they last for a while. If once you get flowers and stuff, and I don't know. Oh, a pathos plant will grow in water with a super low light. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. So this is all a good excuse to go back to the uh, not the nursery. Oh, the garden center. The garden center near us. It is huge and massive, and they have a huge indoor area where they have tons of indoor plants of all different kinds. Actually, I'm waiting on them. Ooh, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm developing a plan here. So, um, my I'm on their phone list right now. They're going to call when they get oh, what are those called? My mom has been looking all over for them, and they said that they usually have them there, but they were like in the middle of shipments. Like I think we went at a weird time because they were changing things over. But those what are they, like the pearl beads? That's not what they're called, but that's close. Like those little they're like a succulent, but it's like little circle pearly beads, and they like fall, so they keep growing, like hanging. Pearl succulents. Oh, is that what they are? Okay, so pearl succulents. So my mom's been looking all over for those, and they said that they had them there. Oh, you have tons, Gretchen? Oh, a string of pearls. That's it. String of pearls. That's the part I was missing. The string of pearls succulent. So they said they have like these little sheets that they call people when they get things in, which is kind of cool. So they're gonna call when they get those in again, and so I'm gonna go pick up some for my mom, and then I'll bring them next time I see her. But that means I'll be over there again. And they have a bakery and a coffee shop too. I just literally want to sit there in the flowers. I know I've talked about this already, but like come winter, I'm definitely going down there for like a morning or an afternoon and just chilling in the flowers and having coffee. But yeah, so I'm going to, I'll be there. So then I'll pick those up for my mom, but then maybe I'll get some stuff for the basement, some other flowers, and I'll have to get a grow light somewhere though. Get a little lamp. We might have a little lamp. I'll go to like, ooh, this might be another good excuse. So Target has the cutest little lamps in the children's section. I don't know if you've ever been in that section, like where the Pillow Fort stuff is. That's like a Target brand, I think, Pillow Fort. But they always have the best lamps. I got a llama lamp there. That's like a llama head with a white lamp, like a white bust of a llama, and then just a plain white lamp. It had like little dangly, like little pom-poms on it, but I cut those off, so now it's just like a white lamp. But they have this other lamp there that's just so cute. It's just like a mustard colored, like mini arm sort of lamp. Maybe that'll be an excuse to get that lamp and a grow light that fits in it, that could hang out with me in the basement. And then when I pick up the string of pearls when they come in, get a fun extra plant of some sort. Oh, I've heard that too, Amy. So Amy is saying that like car rentals are so unavailable right now, like to rent a car, that people are actually renting U-Hauls instead of renting a car because they can get it for like the same price or cheaper. So people are just driving around in U-Hauls when all they need is a car. So I don't know. The whole thing's a big stupid head thing, but it'll get done. It'll be done soon, so we'll just have to drive our zillion of miles to get this stupid thing and be done. Once I see the pathos, you'll say, oh yes, okay, good. They have a huge indoor plant selection, so I'm definitely looking forward to going there again. All right, this is our last stitch right here. Boop. All right, I'm gonna weave in this end, and we are done stitching this. Thank goodness. Like I said, this has been an unfinished project that's been sitting around for a year, and I'm like, no more. I'm getting it done. All right, so next step, let's take it out of the hoop and get that stick and stitch off of it. So I have some water on standby here that I'll get out. All right, let's take a look. Yay, fun! All right, I'm gonna take it out of the hoop. Let's just take a look at it. So it looks just so nice with all that gray little edging, I think. And I actually kind of like that I accidentally did all these red. I was supposed to trade off red and blue, but they kind of look fun all red. I kind of like that. All right, let's take it out of the hoop. I don't need the hoop anymore, so I'm gonna just set that aside. I've been holding, this is a tea towel, but I've been holding the bulk of it back with these Wonder Clips. Sheesh, I forgot what they were called for a sec. Little Wonder Clips, so I can get rid of those. And I have like all these little stitches from that French knot demo that we did a zillion years ago, so I'm going to cut those out as well before I get all into taking the stick and stitch off. So let's just pull out these little fellers. All these little baby French knots. Come on, guys. All right, this one's not coming out. I bet you have a knot on the back too. So there's a bunch of holes from these knots, but I'm expecting that to just go away once I get this wet. I've also turned on the iron because we will press this when we're done. All right, let's do this. So I am going to raise you guys back up a bit. Okay. And let's just raise this a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the water, and I'm hoping it's still a little bit warm. All right, so this is how I take off the stick and stitch. So I'm gonna just dip this into my water here. Ooh, it is still warm. Excellent. So you want to use a warm water. I put this into, I like started with hot water, and I don't know, we've been stitching for what, like a 35 minutes or so, so it's been cooling for 35 minutes, but it's like the perfect temperature now. So you can already see like these little flakes coming off of it, so like all this like little flaky goo bits. I'm just going to spend some time here. So this is the deal. You do have to spend. So you skip the whole transfer process by just printing it out and then printing your design onto the stick and stitch, and then just sticking it onto the fabric and starting right away. But the trade-off comes now. Now we have to take all of it off. Oh, you know what? I did not get a bowl of clean water. Ugh, okay. I might have to go grab a bowl of clean water. Wow. Surprised I forgot about that. It's been a while since we've used stick and stitch, I guess. I guess now all my kits have pre-printed patterns, or the designs pre-printed on them. So we haven't had to use stick and stitch for a little while. But I love this technique if you're using a PDF and just printing it out. Ooh, your Santa, a letter to Santa embroidery, Sherry is saying, is ready to have the stick and stitch removed. Nice! That is a good stage to be at. That's the final little last stage. I am going to have to get a little clean thing. So you can see, I mean, it's kind of like dyeing the water a little bit. And you can see like all these little flakes in. I don't want any of those flakes on the piece at all when I'm done, because they'll stick to the iron. So that's why I want to switch to a clean bowl, so I can do like a final rinse. How are we doing here? So I am kind of going through over like every stitch. Like I am trying to kind of go section by section, or maybe I'll have to now, because you can kind of see, you can see a little bit of the black printing on top, or like, you know, underneath the stitches there yet. So I'm gonna just spend some time with each, kind of rubbing over each stitch, just getting the flakes of the, in my case I think it's just like the printer toner away. Oh, you're gonna make a pillow of it? Oh, nice Fiesta ware. I mean, this is just a little plastic. This is like a fake Fiesta ware thing. This is just a little colorful plastic bowl, but I like it. We have a couple different colors and different sizes. I think it was a Christmas gift once. Some popcorn in it or something. Night, Luann. So I'm just kind of going over all of these little gray parts first, because I didn't notice that those have a lot of flakes in. Or a lot of, like I can see the stick and stitch behind it yet. Like I said, this is the part where, you know, it was fast at the beginning, but now I gotta spend some time. Spending some time with the stitches. Oh yeah, it has like the ridges. I never noticed that before, but you're right. It has like ridges as if it's been like a pot on the wheel. I never noticed that before, but you're right. It does look like that, but no, it's just a little plastic bowl. It's my favorite thing to use for doing these stick and stitch things. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit on the pink letters. Sometimes you can see the stick and stitch on the lighter colors a little bit more, so I usually spend some time on the lighter colors a little bit. Oh, and I think we'll spend some time on those gray hearts as well. But the rest is looking pretty good. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab some clean water quick, and we'll transfer into that clean water. My iron's ready to go. My iron's nice and hot. We're actually going to dry this out right away too and press it. I suppose it's a tea towel. It'll be washed all the time, and well, theoretically, I don't know if that's what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe this will be the decorative tea towel that comes out at Valentine's Day or something. This one has a little bit more in there. Alright, let that soak there a hair longer. I'm just going to actually use this towel. Okay, and I'll be back in 1 second. Let me get some clean water. Alright, so this is the smaller version of that bowl, so here's the little yellow one. So, like I said, I got a little set set of these. So there you can see how dirty that water became. So it's really cloudy and blue. I'm going to just set that aside. And we'll bring this guy over. So here's my clean water. I'm just going to... Ooh, that's chilly. You can still use warm water. I'm just going to get all of this in here. I don't want any of those flakes on there. Although I just kind of... It was in that other water for a while. And it does help having warmer water. Because that will... It helps it dissolve. So I think most of it... I think we got most of it here. So, all right, I'm going to just wring this out. Just get all the excess water out of there. Let's plop. I'm going to actually move the waters out of the way so it doesn't get all over the place. Okay, now time for pressing. So I'm going to get, I have a floofy towel here, so I always like pressing embroideries on a fluffy towel, you know, a terry towel that has like all the poof on. I'm going to get my ironing mat. And the reason I like these towels is because I'm going to turn my embroidery on the back, and when I press this, I'm going to press right on the back of the embroidery, and it's just going to push into the floof. So I'm not going to flatten any of my French knots or anything. So this is a good way to press a embroidery and still like keep everything intact. Okay, let's steam it. Pam, I do not think the color from the stick and stitch, or you know how that was a different color, the water turned kind of blue. I don't think that's from the floss. It just is. It's more murky than anything else, like a kind of bluish murkiness. That's all the stick and stitch. I don't think it's color bleed or anything from the floss at all. So I'm really pressing on the back here. And again, I can because the stitches are going to just sink into the poofy towel. So I'm going to go all up here, anywhere where it's wet. And I'm actually kind of pressing the water into the towel as well. So I'm going to have to move, I'm going to have to rotate the towel a little bit just to get a dry area again, because it's soaking up all this water. And this is a towel too, so it's kind of holding the water a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to flip this around just to get dry spot again. And we'll press this some more. It's starting to dry out a little. But like I said, this is a towel. I don't think I need to dry it out completely, but what's nice is that it is getting nice and flat, so it is like I'm steaming it. So I can let it, once I get it all nice and flat, and then I can let it air dry. But I don't like letting embroideries just air dry on their own, really. I do like doing the ironing, because if you just let it air dry, then it'll have all those little wrinkles and stuff in it, and it's hard to get those wrinkles out later. All right, so let's just kind of press the rest of it quick. Yeah, this tea towel is just super wanting to hold on to this water. But like I said, it is flattening. If you do this with a different fabric, though, you can actually see the fabric get lighter and lighter from pressing the water out of it. And you can see that, like, right here a little bit, it's getting lighter. So if we do this a little bit more, yeah, the fabric's definitely getting lighter here. So we are squishing all the water out of here. Oh, no problem, Sherry. Yeah, we'll have to do this, some stick and stitch stuff again. Stick and stitch is great, especially if you take a PDF and want to, like, change the size of it or something. Then it comes in handy. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's flip it around see what we got here. Oh yeah, so now you can tell like the French knots are still poofy. We didn't squish them completely down. It does. This is still damp because that towel did want to suck in a lot of the water. But I'm calling this done. We'll let it air dry tonight, and I'm calling this a super duper done embroidery. Then we can like fold it all cute, and I put it in the middle so that when you fold it in thirds, like so, it can hang on like the oven or wherever we hang our tea towels, and it'll just hang like so. So all right, you guys, I am loving it. Big sigh of relief that it is done. And now I kind of want to make another one. That's so silly. Like immediately after I finish, I want to just start stitching one up again. It'd be fun to try one with different colors. Yeah, the gray looks better. Oh yeah, the gray looks so much better after the stick and stitch is gone. I totally agree. The black that was behind it was just kind of, you could kind of see that, and now, especially on these little hearts here, it's gone, and it just has like this lighter, prettier effect to it, I think. So, okay, love it. All right, so I think we'll call it there tonight. All right, you guys, so finished it up. Oh, look at it from far away. Ooh, that circle is just so cute. All right, I'm really happy with that. And then tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's flower day, so I have all those flowers, those little cute 5 different flowers. And these will be, they're available for pre-order right now. So they'll be available for pre-order while we work on them. And then I will have them ready to go like right when we're done stitching them. So they will ship early September, and I'd love to see what you guys do with them. I think they're just like a nice, cute little size. They're with our 4-inch hoops, so they'll be fast. About an hour and a half or so, probably. We'll see, because we'll be stitching through all of them. I only finished one, so we got 3.5 more to go. But I think it'll be fun. So I'm really stoked to do that for the rest of the week. So, you guys, we might not be here on Friday though. That's a question mark. So we're doing that whole moving thing. But I think I might still be here on Friday. So I think we're good still. So Thursday and Friday we'll be doing the flowers, and then probably also Monday and Tuesday. So up to the end of the month, and then of course it's gonna be September next week. So trying to grab your little summer fox embroidery before that goes away at the end of August. So that'll change over Tuesday night. So Tuesday night into Wednesday we'll be getting the September embroidery of the month. I can't believe it. It's gonna be winter soon, you guys. It's crazy. All right. So anyway, have a fabulous rest of your evening. I will show you the dried Mandala Love towel tomorrow as well. So happy to have it done. Thanks for hanging out while I finish all my unfinished projects here. So have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow again at 8:30 p.m. Central. Good night.